Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad to assist.
Here we go again. If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die. Understood. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
It's taking every ounce of my strength just to remain standing. Will this march never end?
I only hope we don't encounter any foes.
Focus your strength, Arisen! Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
Give me a rest. I shall see to it that nothing happens. Our foe stumbles. Just one more push ought to bring it down.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Let the elements empower your strike.
This foe is beyond our strength. I recommend a swift retreat.
I will finish this here and now!
was well worth the effort of breaking it. The red clouds portend naught but ill omens.
There must be a way to force them to recede. There must.
Over here!
Magma's down! There! Flame will accomplish little against this foe. Arisen! Are you alright? Well done! Well done, Master!
In another world, I learned that a forgotten rift stone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
Well now, whatever brings you here? These are perilous times to be wandering about. You'd have us evacuate with the encampment? I am touched by your kindness, friend, but we'll manage on our own. I couldn't bear to be pressed in among those crowds.
Now, I'll hear none of that. I'll see you to safety, my dear, come hell or high water. Besides, I should hope this good soul has earned your trust by now. Helped me out of a tight spot on more than one occasion, if you'll recall. After all that goodwill and the long trek out here to warn us, we'd seem mighty ungrateful, turning our back on another helping hand extended only in kindness.
Oh, very well, my love, if you insist. It seems we'll be accepting your offer after all, friend. Would you be so kind as to escort us to our destination?
Let us see our charges to the encampment. But be mindful. The path seems much changed since last we walked it.
Outstanding.
What is it? What is it?
No need to worry. No need to...
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but... Say, have you noticed? Each and every pawn here is a bistron.
'Tis of little import. We shall serve the Arisen faithfully, no matter our race. We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Shall we set it rolling?
Come to think of it, different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have bistrons for allies.
Fascinating.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins, I wonder?
Would you find Sir Ernesto and tell him we've arrived? Let him know that we'll wait here till the time comes.
Sir, I implore you to reconsider. Surely you can see that the situation is dire.
How many times must I say it? I'll not be ordered about. Not by ye, not by anyone. Now bugger off and leave me alone.
Ah, good. You're back. I'm afraid there's another matter for which I must beg your assistance. It concerns the fellow I was just speaking with. Sir Lamond, his name is. The man's something of a regular at our hot springs. I sought him out to tell him of the evacuation, but he has flatly refused to join us. I must confess, I'm at a loss as to how I might convince him. Could I prevail upon you to try your hand? At this point, methinks anything I say will fall on deaf ears.
Sir Lamond is as mighty as 100 soldiers. 'Twould be reassuring to have his aid. Shall we speak with him?
I quite agree.
Might I prevail upon you to speak?
You know, I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over your head. At least. Much obliged.
I've, truth be told, I'm of half a mind to pack up. Always a play.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
Fancy meeting ye here, cuz. Did you want something? Not this again. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone. Not even ye. bollocks. Of course you'd make a decent request like that. Aye, fine, I'll do it. Seeing as you're the one asking. Can't say I'll be glad to leave this place behind, but you've my word, I'll get them to safety.
He seems to have acquiesced. Sir Ernesto will be thrilled to hear it, I'm sure.
I've given ye my word, cuz. I've given ye my...
Great. It's healing waters, always a...
I'm ready for patrol.
Now here's a welcome sight. A sprinkle of misfortune can make it pleasant.
My humming would be unwelcome.
I'd not mind lingering.
Heard of any way...
You'd best watch yourself.
Fancy a look at my wares?
The waters of the hot spring have left us fighting fit. Now we can resume our journey with renewed vigor.
By your leave.
There's no two way. We do not linger here. Sooner be home. I must burn.
I cannot thank you enough for all you've done. We shall fare much better on the road with Sir Lamond's arm to defend us. 'Twill be slow going, mind. We have wounded whom we must accommodate. Yet, come what may, I swear to see them all to safe harbor.
I haven't the foggiest what awaits. Ne'er imagined myself. If I'm right in thinking you've a mind to put...
Can't help miss you.
If I'm right in thinking you...
Suppose I could... How goes it?
I feel its approach.
I've come to look forward.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
I'm a tad preoccupied.
I've a duty...
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Really now?
You've pushed your luck too far.
I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
So, Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Batal to be quarrelling amongst themselves. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our common purpose and unite our efforts towards it. Ah, Sir Arisen. You are returned, I see. With the world in such disarray, I could not stand to be away from my homeland. Thus did I return, to render what aid I may. I maintain order as best I can, but for every fire I extinguish, it seems 3 more are incited behind my back. But enough of my woes. What brings you here? You wish us to evacuate? Mayhap the idea merits some thought. After all, if we sit on our haunches, 'tis likely only a matter of time before we share the fate of Mel. Alas, the people of Batal are far from united in purpose at present. Should we proceed, unheeding of their divisions, I fear that our efforts would come undone ere long. With every soul at their wits' end, conflict is like to spark at the slightest provocation. As such, before we take any measures, I would have you walk amongst the people, Sir Arisen. Behold their plight with your own eyes. And should you encounter any discord, pray do aught you can to resolve the people's quarrels and assuage their fears. Such efforts will doubtless allow the evacuation to proceed all the more smoothly. As for me, my work here is far from done. Let us part ways for now, and reconvene when you have accomplished all you can.
Flared tempers are understandable given the circumstances. Let us aid in mediating the quarrels arising in Bakhmutal.
Right you are.
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off without you.
Oi, you! Don't go poking your nose in our business. This is between us.
Aye, leave off or we'll make you.
That's enough. I must stand firm.
What have I done to deserve this?
Have you lost your bloody mind?
Reckon you can just cut us down in the street? What's the matter with you? Eh? Fine, fine. We'll set our squabble aside for today, so bother us no more.
Well met. Not much has changed since I was a girl. Would that I spend all day here? Well,
What? Can't spare a few minutes to talk?
There are more who can yet be saved.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the clouds.
So keen to talk with me. You are a strange one. Mind if I ask a favor of you, cuz? I suppose that's how it goes.
Fancy meeting you here.
You're just riding on your father's coattails.
You slander my honor, sir. I demand a duel.
I don't fancy my chances.
This is no business of yours. Be gone!
Now, Narborough, let's not be too hasty. If we are to duel, we ought to have a witness. Otherwise, who's to say the victor fought with honor?
Aye, true enough. Without a witness, either of us could simply kill the other, then disavow the use of any underhandedness. Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task? This knave dared to slight my honor. He said my swordsmanship was hardly fit to wound a training dummy. The bloody nerve of him.
And I'd say it again. 'Twas your dear father's patronage that made you a sentinel, not your own skill.
Very well. I'll not fall.
Let us settle this, once and for all. How dare you interrupt a battle between honorable opponents?
Such humiliation shan't go unanswered. Prepare yourself, sir.
Don't let them get the better of you.
Put your back into it.
Keep back! I do not wish to injure you.
Look, how could I have forestalled
Look at us, put in our place like a pair of whelps.
I ought to thank you for holding up a mirror to our foolishness. We've better things to do than squabble over petty slights.
Aye, consider your lesson well taught. Methinks I'd best reapply myself to my training.
I was most surprised when you intervened in their duel. Did you aim to temper their pride by proving neither your equal?
That was certainly worthwhile.
Perhaps we'd like to stay and talk a while. If this theory is indeed, though it pains, we must rely.
Bunch of sluggards. New blood.
I find such sorrow.
Have a look. Oi! I saw it first. Phew, trust a flea-ridden hide to take it all for himself.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is your land.
You there! You couldn't have come at a better time. Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into him. If that's what you think, why don't you mind your own business?
All right, clear off. Pretty words shan't fill our bellies.
You'll get what's coming to you.
That's quite enough. I'll not take that.
You said it's bad to hurt people. You look big and strong.
Stop this, father! Please, you must... Well met.
I must order pride.
Well met.
Lots to do.
Stop this, father! Thank you, sir. I'll be sure to share it.
You mean with me? For true? Thanks. I'm half starved.
Oi, leave my kid alone.
You're not some child snatcher, are you?
Wait. You shared your food with them. Thank you, sir. As for you, Nomos, 'twould seem we were both but looking out for our children, hey?
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after all. And we both had children fed. We've no reason to quarrel.
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture. It just goes to show, we are none of us so different.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Ah, Sir Arisen. In less pressing circumstances, I would take issue with your methods, but I cannot deny your efficacy. The people of Batal are beginning to see that they must stand together. The people of Batal are beginning to see that they must stand together if they are to survive this calamity. We shall see the fruits of your labors when the time comes to evacuate. At the very least, we need not expect too much opposition to the announcement. Pray, return to Empress Nadinia and apprise her of your doings. I must remain here to ensure no further squabbles arise. Heavens only know how many lives you have saved this day. I hope you'll accept this humble reward for your efforts.
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought to be willing to commence the evacuation now.
Understood.
In less pressing pray.
Only person I believe in is myself.
Both mind and body must be.
I do not understand. What has befallen our world?
In truth, I cannot help but fear what lies ahead. Yet I shall defend our master's world all the same.
Her Majesty has begun her supplications. None may see her ere they conclude.
Stay your hand, Vera. This one may pass. Come hither. We would speak with you. One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city, resolving the people's troubles. You have our gratitude for your efforts, which have doubtless bettered the fate of this nation and its citizenry. Your journey continues, does it not? We wish you good fortune on your travels, wheresoe'er they may take you.
Pray excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but I fear time is upon us. I would see you prepared for the road ahead.
Indeed. Forgive us, but we must take our leave. Farewell.
Bakhbatal and the rest town are now safely evacuated. I'm certain we can rely upon Sir Manella to keep the peace.
That was certainly worthwhile.
I am proud to carry out my duty. It may bring you some... Can the matter not...
I'm tired. I barely slept a wink.
Terror can result from a moment's inclusion.
Pray it never put gold in my pocket.
Tis high time I find.
I must remember to place that supply order. That's right.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfidence...
I suspect you and I are birds of a feather. Lend me your ear. I have a request to make of you. My thanks.
Right, I must fetch those papers.
Of course, that does not... With command of the... 'Twould seem...
This might contain useful information.
Shall we take a closer look?
I shall suffer none to disturb this peace. Best mind your...
Now I've lost the thread.
Our research should save the world. At last,
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
Those recruits don't know pommel from... Best mind yourself.
Worn out gear.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. product of heedlessness.
Stand firm. You are not alone.
Fret not. I'll make the pain go away.
My thanks. Take this.
Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen.
Fell from the beast that was reaching up.
Arisen.
This place was once underwater. How can it be that the sea has vanished?
Tell is, 'twas swallowed up by the sky. It beggars belief.
Suppose I could enjoy some...
But who's to say how long this... Magic was my Coming here seems to have said... I've been looking for... You're a breath of fresh... But who's to say how long...
How goes it? How goes it?
Magic is a gift to be shared. Even Father couldn't deny that.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer...
I've decided I'm going to keep... Do you have any stories about places you've been? Magic is a gift to be...
Of all the places left, we must rely on only you. Of all the places...
Mayhap we can exchange information.
Tis for you to put an end. I care not who. If you catch.
There's no telling how long. Your good deeds. They're still patching up what the dragon. There's no telling how long.
Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen.
Have a gander at my wares. Shan't regret it. Need anything? May hope to see you.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
The longer the journey, the more supplies we'll require.
You have my support. Do let me know if you're...
We're not to talk.
Since time, remember. Draconic blood flew through the veins. Of lesser drink. Then I beat.
May the spring's warmth follow us to our bedrolls and grant us peaceful dreams. Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
Hoy! No need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've naught to lose, and you might even make a new discovery.
Pleasure. Slow and steady gets the job done.
Say, are you You wish to shine like a jewel among your peers, is that not so? Well, lucky you. I am here.
There, Master! Phantasms!
Our ice attacks are wasted on this foe.
Why? Peruse at your leisure.
Always a pleasure.
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. I'll craft aught I can using what's in my pack.
Be well, Arisen. I'm not one for tearful goodbyes, but I must admit, I've grown rather fond of you.
Please dispense with the formalities. They exhaust me so.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. You'll find none lighter on their feet than a thief. I'm sure my talents will be of use to you.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful, should we encounter another speaker.
'Tis a pity we must part after sharing such a journey. I shall cherish my memories of our time together.
If we share our strengths, we can begin formulating a strategy that caters to our respective skills.
This rumor has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift that makes...
Fortune cannot... Fortune can...
We're not allowed to talk during mission.
Can't say I've any time.
By mortal will. Would you like to...
In my line of business,
Might I remain by your side?
What am I supposed to do?
Slim pickings of late. What am I to do?
Not work these days.
Life can be tiring, even if you've no trouble.
Times change, but
What must be done about this?
What you need of me?
This world shall not survive much longer, I fear.
Is there no way to prevent this fate?
Now this is a conundrum.
Well, time to get to it.
Where? Oh, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly near... at the border, where quarrels occur every other day. I've assembled the finest ware. Always a pleasure. Well met, sir.
need anything? Many.
I'll not spurn.
With Brocker's teaching, so ask away. My hammer is at your disposal, sir. Pleasure doing business.
Since time, remember, draconic blood flows through the vein. Of lesser then I bid ye for since remember then I bid ye fair.
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
that went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
So many sorcerers gathered makes for quite a sight.
We shall assail our foes with a plethora of magics. It is a formidable foe, regardless.
Indeed. Our best bet is to throw the sum of our might against it.
The Arisen has been torched. Quick, douse the flames!
To seek the high ground and fighting them in common. 'Twill make overpowering our foes all the simpler.
All together now. We attack as one.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Unsettling thing, that dragon. But what was it, truly?
May we never again encounter a beast so vile.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there.